Lesson 13.3, Converting Customer Units of Weight. Now this is going to be just like the last two units that we've had. This is the last one we're talking about the customary units. And so again, you can use page 336 and look at this conversion chart. 1 pound will equal 16 ounces, and 1 ton will equal 2,000 pounds, or 32 ounces. And look at this, for some reason it's a little bit weird when you look at the abbreviations. Pound is abbreviated with L, a lowercase l, and a lowercase b. Ounces is OZ, and remember this is ounces. It's different than fluid ounces. There are 8 fluid ounces in 1 cup, as we learned yesterday, but there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. And then when we get to tons, ton has a capital T as it's an abbreviation. So let's remember that when we're doing our work. And again, there's only 3 of them, and oh, I made my lines the wrong way. They should go the other way. Ounces are smaller than or less than pounds, and pounds are less than tons. Same information. If we're going from larger to smaller, we need to multiply, like pounds to ounces or tons to pounds. An example of this would be if I have 3 tons, how many pounds is it? I have to multiply, so 3 times 2,000 gives me 6,000 pounds. If I'm going from smaller to larger, I need to divide. So if I have ounces and I want to know how many pounds, or if I have pounds and I want to know how many tons, an example is if I have 160 ounces, how many pounds is it? Well, I would have to do 160, and since there are 16 ounces in 1 pound, I would divide by 16, and I get an answer of 10. Let's take a look at the guide to practice. Question number 1. If I have 2,000 pounds, how many tons is it? Well, I know that I'm going from smaller to larger, so I'm going to divide, and I look over here and I see there are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. So I have 2,000, so I'll divide 2,000 by 2,000. That's pretty easy, and I get an answer of 1. So there is 1 ton in 2,000 pounds. 48 ounces equals how many pounds? Again, I'm going from small to large, so I'm going to divide, and I have 48 ounces, and so since there are 16 ounces in 1 pound, I divide 48 by 16, and I get 3. So there are 3 pounds in 48 ounces. And I want to skip down to number 5 because it's a little bit different. It looks like this. Remember when we see this, it's saying which one's bigger? So in here we have to either have a less than symbol, a greater than symbol, or an equal symbol. And so if I have 33 ounces and 2 pounds, since they're different units, ounces and pounds, I need to convert one of them. So what I did is I kept the 33 ounces the same and converted the pounds to ounces. So I had 2 pounds, and there are 16 ounces in 1 pound, so I multiplied 2 times 16 and got 32 ounces. And we all know that 33 ounces is more than 32 ounces, so I put a greater than symbol. 33 ounces is greater than 32 ounces. Most of this is pretty much the same as the last 2 units, where if you're going from larger to smaller, you multiply, and smaller to larger, you divide. And our chart. Those are the 3 main things for lesson 13.3. If you have any questions, make sure you're asking, and make sure you're taking your notes and looking them over and studying them. Remember, the more of this that you can remember, the easier things will be. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.